Well, if you heard that bird that was yelling like a maniac in an insane asylum, that is an raven that we believe is a juvenile, because he hasn't come around here. Typically when we hear sounds like that, it's ravens that are from this year and have matured a little bit, and now they're branching off on their own, and they don't make the nice lovely sounds like our ravens do. They scream like lunatics. Anyways, so one of the things that I acquired when I left the military was one of these 5-ton canvas covers for the back of the vehicle, and we use it to cover our firewood. I mean, it's thick. We've used it for the last 10 years out here, and it's still just as strong as it was the day I got it. They were, you know, it was desert color and they were throwing it away. So I was like, you know, one day this will come in handy. And it is, because right now we are running out of sand for our chicken coop. So what we do here is I've laid the canvas out. We spread sand out, you know, put a couple of loads of sand on here, then I spread it out, and then we just let the top layer dry, and then we come over and turn it over, let the other side dry. It'll take a couple of days for this whole thing to dry out, but eventually it will. As you can see, this top layer is already getting a little dry, but underneath you can see the different color. It's wet, so like I said, it takes a couple of days. You just got to spread it out, let the top coat dry, rake over it again, and then let that dry, and then rake over it again. It's a time required process, but it's free sand, and that's what we use in our chicken coop. So anyways, I'll get the rest of this spread out, and then we've got a couple more projects today, and then one of our friends is coming out to the island today, so we'll go visit them as well. So hopefully we can get the majority of this stuff wrapped up before they get out here. All right, so for our next project, we've got to put some deer fence up around our fruit trees. We should have done it a while ago. We didn't think about it, and some deer already came by and nibbled on the cherry trees. So we don't want any more damage to be done, so we're going to get that put up right away. But they're doing good. The cherry trees are doing good. Plum tree's doing real good. Salmon berry's doing good. And whatever this is doing good. I forgot what it's called. It's called a oh goodness, it's a berry. I don't remember the name of it though. Look at that. Definitely doing good. So I got the post drove in. Now I'll go up to the top and get the fencing. Come down here and we'll string it up. Well, all right, there we have it. We've got a little impromptu fence for the fruit trees. Not too bad for just getting stuff that we had laying around and making it work. We noticed that they were biting off of these trees yesterday, so we figured we'd get busy before they revisited them tonight. Anyways, let's go into the garden. And I know we've been absent for a couple of weeks, but we've just been doing some fishing and doing some kayaking and just enjoying life. Everybody needs a break once in a while, so we just decided to do some stuff for ourselves. But our garden, today's the first day that I think we've gotten, today we reached 60 degrees. And for the month of May, it basically stayed in the 40s and low. I mean like 50, 51, 52 degrees. So our garden is not doing great. But we've had a bunch of people asking on a garden update, so let's go over there and we'll see how things are looking. See, we've got our nice ravens. And then there's the... You guys need to go to Costco. Tell him, Skipper. Tell him, shut up. Kids. I think that's what they are, is just kids. Juveniles that haven't left the island yet. So they'll go off in a month or two and they'll find their own place. But this is the time that we don't feed any ravens, because we don't want any of these guys to come around and decide this is a good place for them. Because when they're young, they're kind of, well, I don't want to say they're annoying, but kind of annoying. They act like kids, you know, just screaming, mad at the world, don't know why. All right, so let's do our garden update. Or how many days?
Did we have sunshine in the month of May?
Yeah.
Like 2.
And how many days have we had
And what was
that were over 60 degrees?
None. Our average temperature in May was 45 degrees, usually 43. So nothing has grown this year. I'm very sad. And if it's grown just tiny. Usually the month of May is my best growing month, so I'm very sad.
So, but we have 8 days of sunshine, and like I said, today we hit 60, and in like 6 days, 5 or 6 days, we're supposed to hit 70 degrees.
No, I looked. No 70.
It changed?
Yep, for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days it's 6 degrees, and then it goes back down to the 50s. But
whoa.
But we do have 8 days of no rain.
That'll be good.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
We are full on water, so we're not worried about water this year. We've got 3,500 gallons of water, so we are topped off. We can't hold any more water. But the garden, not looking good.
No,
yeah.
As a matter of fact, let me show you my poor tomato plants. Because it was so cold, I think they just shriveled up and died because they were cold. I'm not sure what to do.
Oh, and we also should say that May was also one of the windiest months that we've ever experienced in the summertime.
Yeah, that was...
It was like wintertime winds, but in the summertime. Very, very interesting.
We spent a lot of May indoors going This is not spring.
Or summer. This is not.
So if you look in here, come on in. These are my poor little tomato plants. They were just so cold that they are hurting. They look not good. I've put some organic fertilizer on them to try to help them. I don't know what's happening. I've never experienced such cold yeah, and what happens is because this isn't sealed and it was so windy for the month of May that it just literally, I would come in here and the temp would be 40 degrees in here. So
yeah, I mean, it's 60 degrees now. Obviously it's not 60 degrees now. That was our high today.
Yeah,
but
so I'm very sad. So if anybody has any ideas of tomato plants and what I should do, please let me know down below, because I'll take all advice.
On tomato plants that just can't get warm. Well, maybe they'll get warm this week and spruce back up.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I mean, there are some little flowers, so I guess that's good.
That is good.
But nothing else is growing.
What's this? Your chives?
Those are my chives. Yes, good
chives are growing.
Chives are growing. Yep, they came back from last year. They look good.
And we weren't sure if the lavender was going to make it come back.
But it did.
Lavender is going strong.
And it smells so good when we go in here. When you open this, you guys just, it smells good. I love lavender. If I could have lavender fields, I would make all these lavender fields.
We've been talking about getting some rose bushes, because on the island, did somebody plant it, or is it just wild?
No, probably what happened is probably, I mean, I'm not sure how roses are. I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not going to answer that question because I don't know. So there is a Sitka rose plant in the middle of the woods, and it smells so good. So we were like, we need to have some roses bushes here. Yeah. And next to it, out of the blue, was a beautiful iris today, which we found somebody on the island had planted irises. So maybe a bird brought it over. I don't know.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
Okay, so once again, my double hoop bed. I was attempting to, where the hoops are, I was attempting to do lemon cucumbers because I'm still trying to recreate my first year of lemon cucumbers and how yummy they were. And as you can tell, nothing's happened. But if you look next to the lemon cucumbers, for the heck of it,
just for giggles,
one of our viewers sent in these
decorative corn.
Yeah, these decorative pink corns, and I thought, why the heck not? So I planted the decorative pink corn, and sure enough, them suckers grew up. So I'm a little confused. I don't know.
Not big, but they're growing.
No, and then I had put some seeds in here. They are miniature snapdragons, because I was hoping that they would attract some
bees.
Some bees.
Some pollinators.
So come and pollinate my lemon cucumbers, but
there's no lemon cucumbers.
No, it's really sad. I don't know. I guess maybe I'll just plant some more seeds and cross my fingers. I don't know. So it needs some water. We're going to water it today.
Well, let's start off with what has grown good. Behind you, you have...
Yes. Let's look at my flowers.
Goodness gracious. The flower bed.
Those are my lupin.
The lupin. The daisies. The daisies did so good that they decided to throw some seeds out in the sand. And then those seeds grew up, and I mean, I didn't know things could grow in sand, but that's literally road fabric and sand. There's no dirt in there, and those things just took off. So the flowers have done exceptionally well.
Mm-hmm. Out of the 6 beds that I planted, our broccoli has grown a little bit. I put the seeds in, I believe, May 3rd. And this is all we have so far. So, at least something grew.
Something's growing.
Something's growing. These are just I had a whole bunch of miniature snapdragons, so I just kind of put them in the corner of this bed, and I love bees, so I love when it attracts the bees. Yeah, our celery bed. So I've had seeds in the ground for a month and a half, and this is all we have. It's been a rough garden season. We have some snap peas. They always grow good no matter how cold it is, so I'm glad I put those in this year.
Finally something. Something grew. And so you didn't do cabbage and lettuce this year.
I'll probably put lettuce in probably tomorrow, since we're gonna have some nice sunny days. Lettuce will grow, so I'll throw those seeds in tomorrow.
And so that's pretty much it, right? Or you got one more bed?
Yeah, just one more bed that I planted in.
One more bed we'll take a look at.
Right here amongst Gunner, not Gunner, what's our dog's name?
Skipper.
Look, he actually...
Skipper done jumped in the bed. So what's in here?
This is Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Which last year was the first year I actually had Brussels sprouts, first time ever. So I can only cross my fingers that maybe the rest of the summer will warm up and something will grow and I'll get some Brussels sprouts again this year.
We shall see.
Cutest thing ever. You have to get to that at this angle. Look.
Oh wow.
Look how cute that is.
Is that a little baby strawberry?
It's my first strawberry in my new bed. This was my asparagus bed that has now turned into a strawberry bed.
Asparagus is still coming up.
Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
That is. So these all that have the flowers are going to be strawberries.
Yep.
That's pretty nice. And these are all transplants from last year's strawberries, right?
Which is this one over here. This is the one last year that I took all its runners and I just said, you know what? I'm going to put them in the asparagus bed and voila.
Voila, there it is.
Yeah. Which ironically, this is the first year that we've had like really thick asparagus. So maybe it was because I co-planted with the strawberries. I don't know. But it's worked out.
Or maybe it was year 4.
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
Everybody said, just wait. Just wait. It'll happen.
Yep.
Well, 4 years later, they started growing. Oh, thank you, Rocky. So what do we got in our little boat here?
I think you planted some potatoes.
So potatoes are looking good. I need to throw some more dirt on it.
You do. You got to cover those up. So good job.
We didn't sift any of this dirt. This is just dirt straight out of the ground with rocks and bark and all kinds of stuff, sticks in it. But it looks like the potatoes are doing all right.
Look how well our rhubarb plant this year is doing. Right at the end of fall, I think it was actually November. October maybe?
Yeah.
October, November, we threw this in the ground and crossed our fingers, and lo and behold, she came up this year. So I think we're going to have a good crop. Maybe we'll make this whole area a rhubarb area.
Now somebody said don't take from the rhubarb on the first year.
So we didn't last year. I guess that's officially the first year. I would say this would be the second year. He said break off 3 stalks this year. And then I'd have to go back and look how to go on from there. So.
But yeah, we've got a lot of little area right here. Maybe this would be the little rhubarb section.
Yeah, why not? Who doesn't love rhubarb? Strawberry rhubarb pie.
It had to be keto strawberry rhubarb pie.
That is true.
But we did have some, when we went into town one time, we had rhubarb cheesecake?
It has strawberry rhubarb cheesecake.
Strawberry rhubarb cheesecake. Now, if we can recreate that, that thing was delicious. All right, well, that's the update this week. Like I said, we just kind of took some time off for ourselves, been enjoying life, and we've got a lot of work to do still, so we're going to start producing more videos again, but we just needed a little break. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we appreciate it. We'll see you guys next week, and remember, Live free.